teenagers, adults are being engaged with studies and professional work. They are dealing with stress due to various reasons. To come out of stress and for relaxing, gaming is the best solution. Gaming is really a workout for mind. Students have shown that playing video games regularly may increase gray matter in the brain and boost brain connectivity. Gray matter is associated with muscle control, memories, perception, and spatial navigation. Positive relationships are key to leading to healthy, fulfilling life. Research finds that teens are using games to make friends. There are only 7.67 billion people on the planet. Roughly 36% of the world are gamers. Nearly every teen plays games in some way, regardless of gender, age, or socio-economic status.
Megacity. It is a game. Coming to the details of the game, it all includes metaverse technology, a whole virtual universe, and obviously the people that are accessing that vision of the metaverse are using it through virtual reality. They are escaping the physical world because they think physical world is not very fun. Gaming is the on-ramp for the reason that a lot of these virtual experiences, whether it's an augmented reality or virtual reality, they're being created on game engines. Games are obviously a somewhat older medium. They started something that looked incredibly basic like Pong tennis. We now have these incredible powerful PlayStations and Xboxes that are in tens if not hundreds of millions of homes. It's not something new. When you think about the games we played like World of Warcraft or Second Life or EVE Online, these big video games where really real parts of the world overlap with the digital reality. Users can buy a piece of land or virtual objects owned like in the games Call of Duty or Fortnite. NFTs, non-fungible or non-exchangeable tokens, could actually be exchanged and sold on marketplace, and that marketplace actually being outsourced the game. With user-generated content, users are allowed to become their own creator, their own NFT creator, and use those NFTs in a game maker. So then users could monetize their content, play with it, exchange it the way they want. NFTs will be used to create lots of these sorts of digital goods in these digital realms. And then they are obviously underpinned by virtual currency and bought and sold in virtual currency. During this pandemic, we definitely had metaverse movements and they happened inside the gaming platforms. Travis Scott did his concert in a fortnight which had millions of views and participants, made millions of dollars. Then Lil Nas X in Roblox and then Ariana Grande and so on. Gucci were creating the Gucci Gardens in Florence and we needed to be there in real life if we wanted to attend it. But they realized that not many people could go actually to Florence and be in that event in real life. So they made a replica of their Gucci Gardens inside Roblox. One part of the metaverse is that we are increasingly seeing people dress up their digital avatars of themselves online, a whole virtual universe. We can do anything, be anyone without going anywhere at all. Nowadays, it's a platform where millions of people can come and create 3D immersive experiences. This idea that we come from an avatar, engage into multiple virtual worlds and do all sorts of activities much beyond gaming or working, but really like socializing, dancing, interacting, learning, attending all sorts of shows, art galleries, museums, etc. There's particular concern beginning to be raised among lawmakers, in particular around keeping safe spaces for children. We have tools that proactively catch content so they can actually analyze images or they can analyze different assets and determine whether they're appropriate or not. Metaverse helps us augment the real world. What I meant by that is it allows us to do things that may not be possible to do in real life. Users customize their avatars. And then when users are inside these worlds, users want to do different things. Users may want to play a game, but users may also want to listen to a concert, chat, dress up, etc. So all these capabilities are there. Users will still be present in the physical world while engaging with 3D assets. I think that every piece of technology, augmented reality, virtual reality, have amazing use cases and amazing experiences for them. Each of these things will have its different use cases, but it's going to be really cool to actually be able to enjoy these experiences in an immersive way through a game.